Hey guys, welcome back, and we are here with one of the most repeated question. So this question is is related to cricket team winning and losing. Okay, so like a not like table. Okay, so like a match table, and then you have to find out the total number of wins and losses. Okay, so you'll be given with the team list and then the winner list. Okay, so you have to find out the number of wins for India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, and so on. Okay, so normally like in an interview, like they may give any sort of they may give any sort of data. Okay, so for this video I just I just took these three countries. Okay, so let's look at the code, and then before we move, you can you can refer through other playlist. Okay, so we have segregated playlist with roll up and reformat and scan. Okay, so and like we have added PDL yesterday. So if you have any any questions that needs to be solved, you can send this send your questions to this mail ID. Okay, so just get started. So expected output. Okay, so this should be the input data. So team 1, team 2 winner. So this is input data, and they'll be expecting you this one. Okay, so the team number of matches played, and then you have a total number of wins, and you have a total number of lost matches. Okay, so this is how data should look like. Okay, out the output. So basically like here we are taking the count of count of matches and count of wins, count of lost match. Okay, so basically like like we'll be using aggregate. Okay, so that's one of the design. Okay, so when it comes to like quickly, when it comes to implementation, you will think of applying rollup. But before that, data looks clumsy. Okay, like there'll be a lot of confusion around here. Okay, so you have to compare back. Okay, so you have to do a little transformation. Okay, like a if condition, you have to find out if the India's winner. Okay, you have to compare with this field. Okay, so if this is a winner, then you have to you have to assign some result value. Okay, some winning or losing, like that. So we will take WRL. So basically like, your design should look like this one. Okay, so I'll be performing reformat. Okay, to find out the result. Okay, result of wins or loses. Okay, so for all those three countries, and then I'll be applying aggregate. Okay, I'll be aggregate component. I'll just put aggregate, and then put an aggregate component, and then to find out the total count of number of matches played, and then total count of wins and losses. Okay, so like, so here as as you see here, we have out 0 port and out 1 port. Okay, so that means you need to give count equal to 2. Okay, so in the reformat, so there is another entry question. Okay, so as a gap Gemini question. Okay, so that would be maximum number of port. Okay, outputs in a reformat. So if you know that answer, like you can comment down. Okay, so we'll just get started. So before that, like we have seen the design now. So I'll just quickly go through the concept checklist. Okay, as like usually we do now. So first one would be, you need to know how to write reformat like multi transforms. Okay, so there will be like two transforms here. So you need to know how to write for those two transform as well. Okay, so normally like logic writing only, and then you need to know a conditional aggregate. Okay, so for any aggregate, you need to know how to conditionalize that. Okay, for example, if you want to do summation. Okay, a summation of only for example, you do summation of only in the class, you take boys and girls. Okay, you need to do this like summation of like for example, or you take count of. Okay, count of total boys. Okay, so how will you do that? Count. Okay, you will be taking here that boys or girls. Okay, the student, and you have be applying a condition over here. Okay, so here that student should be, okay, it's should be male. Okay, like boys. So this will give you number of student in a class. Okay, so like that you have to know how to write a conditional aggregate. Okay, so I think these two are no more than enough for this use case solving. So we'll just get started with the writing the code. So before we write that, you just know visualize the data flow. Okay, so data is coming. Data is like we have the data input data as like this one. Okay, so you have team 1, team 2 winner. Okay, so that's the record format, and then after, okay, after reformat, okay, like what are the columns we are sending to rollup? So that would be team and result. Okay, so like if you send okay, we are sending countries. Okay, with the result, either W or L. Okay, so in both the transform out 0 and out 1, those two have have same DML, and then you have a output DML. Okay, so this one is a reformat DML. In output DML, we'll be calculating that the end of expected output. Okay, so for here, I mean, you have the string as a team. Okay, and then rest every column is the decimal. Okay, so so these, see. Okay, so that's all. Okay, that's all you have to write DML code. Okay, so once the DML is ready, then you can start coding. Okay, start coding in the transform of reformat. So we'll just see how we are sending the data from reformat to rollup. Okay, how we are segregating from the data, and then like how we are split, like calculating the the total wins and losses, and then we are we have to send the total number of W or losses. Okay, so that perhaps like we'll be doing it in aggregate. So before that, to make the roll up do that counting, we need to send the W or L. Okay, the result. So that we'll just see. Okay, in reformat you need to know under, like, when you trigger. Okay, so what's the configuration? Like configuration would be like count equal to, when you make the count equal to what are the other ports that will be increased. Okay, so mainly like transform 0 will be there, and then in transform 0 you'll be writing this logic. Okay, so out.team, here the team is same. Okay, so team here is same. So in the out 0 I will consider for compare column 1. Okay, so team 1 with the result. Okay, with the winner or with the winner result. Okay, whether it's like a W or loss. Okay, okay, so and then here I'll be like calculating result. Okay, so here if in dot team 1, okay, equal to in dot winner. Okay, so that means, so your both column matches. Okay, your this one, so your India and India. Okay, so both are matching, so that means we should assign W to that India. Okay, to that first India column. Okay, India record. Okay, so here W I will be assigning that, and then R. Okay, R I'll just assign L. Okay, if that's not matching. So this is like this is a transform 0 code. Same. Okay, same thing you'll just apply for transform 1 as well. Okay, so if you like you just you just go through that reformat playlist and then understand the skeleton of writing the code. Okay, so I didn't cover that skeleton. Okay, so how the reformat didn't begin, so I didn't cover that. I just wrote that core lines. So here out.team equal to, okay, in.team 2, so team 2 equal to winner, so that would be WR. Okay, same thing. So after this, your data. Okay, so let's see data flow. Okay, so how the data, like we have the input data as India, Pakistan and India. Okay, so out 0. Okay, out 0 as India, and okay, so let's take all this team 1. Okay, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, India. Okay, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and then India. So how many wins? Okay, so India, okay, like in the first match it has won, and then it has lost. Okay, and then Sri Lanka has won, and then India has won again. Okay, so like this. So like this it will go. Okay, your team and then result. This will go to the roll up, and similarly for out 1. Okay, so for out 1, let's take Pakistan, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Okay, so Pakistan, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, right? Okay, I think okay, so I think Pakistan, like we are given lost, and then India has won. Pakistan again it has lost, and then Sri Lanka, I think, as has lost. Okay, okay, so these are data. Okay, so both, see, this is a data flow. Okay, from the reformat out 0 and out 1, so both are going to the roll up. Okay, so both these ports. Okay, so these ports, okay, they're going into roll up. In roll up we have to configure. Okay, so now we'll see uh, we'll see rollup configuration. Okay, so here like what basically you'll assign the key. Okay, so here key is team. Okay, because like we have two columns, team and then result. Okay, so both out 0 and out 1 have the same column, team and result. Key is team, and then sorted is I think the sorted type is false only. Okay, this is not sorted, and then you have transform. So we have to code in the transform. Okay, so um, I won't be writing skeleton. Okay, so please understand this is skeleton in the rollup playlist, that out dot rollup in begin. Okay, so straight I'm just writing that core. Okay, so in dot team, and then now here we have to know like when we group, right, when we group both of this data, like okay, so if the India, okay, we consider key as India, we have to take a count. Okay, first we have to take count of how many Indias are there. Okay, so that would be how many matches. Okay, so here matches. Okay, for that count in dot team. Okay, so first I'll just India like has played how many matches. Okay, 1 2 and then 3. Okay, like that. So like that India has played 3 matches. Okay, so 3 matches, and then you have to do other columns. Okay, so next column would be win. Okay, total number of wins. Okay, so for that count of the result. Okay, so where like in the result column we have wins or losses. Okay, so count of result. Okay, and then you have to apply the condition here, because in result field we have both W and L character. Okay, so you have to take the count only for the W. Okay, only for the W matches, that's it. Okay, so this will give you result of how many matches. Okay, so we have one, there's won all 3 matches. Okay, so let's go for another field. So loss. Okay, so for this one same. Okay, same logic. I'll just write it for losses L. Okay, so India's we have won all the matches, so nothing left to to lose. Okay, this is the first record. Okay, so for the first let's see the output matches or not. Okay, so output is matching, same applies for other two countries as well. Okay, so mainly you need to know how to write this conditionalized aggregate lines. Okay, after that you need to know how to do a transform 0 and transform 1. So that's it. So if you like, please practice this in your GD. Okay, so it's a simple one, and then please understand the concept as well. Okay, so understand this diagram, and then if you know the answer you can comment down. Okay, so how many now, like what is the maximum number of ports outputs. Okay, that you can do it in Reformat. So that's it for today, and then we'll see another question. Okay, in some time.